have exposed the rot in the prisons more than any Nigerian. On one occasion, I did report, revealed that between 2005 and 2006, and I have a government report to this effect, that 197 people convicted of drug trafficking in the Federal High Court in Ikoyi, convicted and sentenced to prison terms without any option of fine, never made it to any prison in Nigeria.
We must fight to have a working Nigeria. That is non-negotiable. Because I want you to understand this. If you are watching me today and you are from diaspora, or you are in Europe, Asia, America, or wherever, look at what is happening in the world. Today, we have Ukraine have been fighting with Russia for how long? For months. Does anybody show any concern in order to rescue Ukraine out of where they are? If you look at it, who are those that are suffering? The citizens of Ukraine. They are scattered all over the world and painfully as a refugee in another man's country, while their own country is burning. Look at what is happening between Israel and Lebanon. I have friends in Lebanon who today I speak to him is a refugee in a different country. I'm not praying and I'm not saying that this thing will happen to where you are. But the Ukrainians, those in Lebanon, did not pray for this. It just happened. And they have no choice to save their lives. They have to move away from there. Go to the airport in Lebanon. Hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people are being evacuated from Lebanon. They are all sleeping in either airport or an airfield or somewhere. These are people who 1 year ago have no issue. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, have no issue. They were thinking, planning for their family. Today, they are dragging all their kids just to find somewhere that they can lay their heads and be safe. Think about it. If anything happens to where you are today, where would you rather prefer to go? A refugee in another foreign country in Europe? Or if Nigeria is working, go back to Nigeria. Traveling abroad should be a thing of choice, not a thing of must. And that is why we need to come together and make sure that you see these people that we are talking about. We need to have that courage. And that is why that old national anthem is a ginger for me. Despite all the money that is being borrowed, yet you cannot put that together to fix just one refinery. That is my challenge. Because if you are telling me, you chase me out of a house, and you are telling me that that foundation there is where I'm going to put you. And after you have chased me from that house, you are telling me to be patient. I'm ready to be patient. But am I seeing the foundation of that house being laid? Am I seeing the building getting in place? Am I seeing the blocks getting to the lintel? Am I thinking very soon there's going to be roof? That is hope. But you continue to tell Nigerians to be patient. You are borrowing so much money. One thing that the masses of Nigeria owe Nigeria, or what Nigeria owe the masses of Nigeria, is that petrol. The moment petrol goes up, no matter how small, everything will scatter. And that is where we are today. And for us to be patient, we need to see something that is being built that is going to quench that anger. And then we can look at that thing and think, if 2 refineries have been working now, then we can start thinking, okay, very soon we'll be, having our own crude. We already have our own crude. Very soon we'll be exporting crude. We'll be doing this, and then our petrol will be cheap. All that is not happening. You see these leaders that we currently have, the only reason why things are still going the way they are going is because each time we come out to revolt or to protest, we are in our few numbers. The day we are able to build a number that is over 3 million, believe you me, a new Nigeria has just started. Because these people will not even stay to see what happened. And that is when we can come together, change the constitution, let the people decide the kind of constitution they need to have going forward. Imagine all the rubbish that went on. House of Reps putting themselves together in order to attend such a minor issue. I'm not saying it is minor, because it is an issue that needs to be looked into. But for you to make it a national thing, that is where the incompetence come in. You saw the way they were going back and forth. One person wasn't present at that hearing. And you would have thought that if these people really know what they were doing, they would have done all their due diligence, do all their investigation, gather all the evidence before bringing these people onto national TV. Nigeria has become so low. If Nigeria was working, minor issues like that should be dealt with behind the curtain. A small police station, a small judge or court should deal with that. And the annoying thing, I'm not saying that this thing is minor, but the worry or the problem I have with the way that thing has been presented, making it look big, as if it is the first time that such a thing will happen. Before I really go further, I want you to listen to somebody who is actually in the game with these people. And you will understand that these things have been happening like forever. People have not been going to prison. People have not been going to jail. Even those that kill people, they've not been going to jail as long as they have money. That is what you need to understand with Nigeria.
In every correctional center in Nigeria, there is a VIP section. It is called the White House. It's for big people. It's for big men and women. If you are a man of means or a woman of means, and you are detained in our prisons or correctional centers, you are going to be accommodated in the VIP section in the White House.
So this is what we are saying. It did not just start today. This thing has been going on for over 50 years. Corruption in Nigeria is endemic. And we have to start by actually, you see, each time they said somebody stole 100 billion, they took him to court, they went to, it's just a joke, it's a waste of time. Nigeria had more issues to deal with than to bring ourselves to that ridicule that happened. Is it electricity that we have to talk about? Is it health services that we have to talk about? Is it education? Is it good road? Is it kidnappers? Is it bandits? Is it so many issues on ground? And they had time to set up something like that. You can see how unserious Nigeria is. And fellow Nigerians, that is why I want us to come together. We have to, in order to rescue Nigeria from the hands of these incompetent leaders. Because if we don't, it's going to get worse. If you think it's bad now, think about it. In another 5 years, our children will be in big, big trouble. And it's not everyone that can japa. It's not everyone that can escape from Nigeria. You need to see, I was watching a program on a channel, and I'm looking at about How many people that were hanged on a ship and that ship just sunk? These people are trying to escape. I'm not saying it could only just be from Nigeria. It could be from any other part of the world. But I'm worried about Nigeria. I'm not worried about what is happening in other parts. Let everybody look after itself. And with the way Nigeria is going, if you've been following me, you will understand that I keep saying it. That the unity of Nigeria, these people that are saying one Nigeria, is because they are benefiting. It's not because Nigeria is working. And that is why I always advocate for us to break it up. Because in our little clusters, we can look after ourselves. Imagine we break it up today. You will never hear about the insecurity in Southeast anymore because it is an invention of these same people we are talking about. The Boko Haram that is happening in the north, when the northerners are on their own, they will sort themselves out. And the pockets of insecurities in the southwest will sit down. We will think. But the way all these people are now, these ones are using the advantage of these ones to destroy that one. That one is using the advantage of this one to destroy that one. For how long do we continue in this madness? And that is why I always advocate for capital punishment. If all these people that have been doing these things for years and they have been retiring one after the other without consequences, that is why the next person that comes there will do the same thing, perform all this madness, and then nothing happens. I advocate for capital punishment, particularly in leadership position in Nigeria. Anybody found guilty, like what is happening now, in public space, that person should be hanged. We need to go back to execution, capital punishment. The moment we start doing this, then Nigeria will move forward. If we want Nigeria to work, we all have to work together, including everyone in diaspora, with those back home. It's easy for you in diaspora to be telling those people back home to work and do things, while you in diaspora, there's a lot that you can also do. They said, if the mountain will not go to Muhammad, Muhammad will go to the mountain. I don't see anything wrong for we in diaspora to decide to go home, register, and when it comes to election, go there and vote. Imagine another 5 to 10 million votes from diaspora that goes home at the time of 2023 election. That could make a difference. There's no point us saying that Nigeria is not safe. Nigeria is this and that. Believe you me, if you go to Nigeria, you wake up every day, you look around you, you'll be surprised. All the things that is happening on social media, killing here, killing there, that's not the reality in Nigeria. You are not just going to jump from plane today and all of a sudden tomorrow they kidnap you. No, that is not right. So we need to work together. We need to work together. If we were in that Nigeria, in that same situation, we did not get kidnapped until we travel. Why is it 2, 3, 4 years later, we are now thinking that as soon as we drop from the plane, we will be kidnapped? So we can work together with those at home in order to get Nigeria to where it needs to get to. And that is why I always say this. We need to plant a seed, water it, and see it grow. Journey of a mile starts with the steps. And we need everyone we can put together. What we are starting today might not be something that will come to fruition in 2 years or 3 years. But we've taken a step. So subscribe to this channel, share this video, and we need as many as we can get. And all I talk about in my videos is nothing but how to liberate the Nigerian people. And that is a responsibility for you and I. If you're not sure where to start from, just share all those people that are talking about the liberation of Nigeria. If we continue to say Nigeria cannot work again, that is a cause on itself. It is simple. Nigeria can work. We only need that one person that understands that Nigeria is not working and is willing to step on toes and probably bring back the capital punishment. Anybody that crosses the line. I'll see you on my next video. Thank you very much.